is a little wonky when it comes to certain things. We're gonna do this. And then go ahead, do the little shouty shout. Back. Something. Play with you. Like it. I like it. I like it. Let's make sure this is. Ooh, you know what? I should probably do. Get all the fun little stuffs out now. Should probably edit these. Before stuff like that happens. Let's wait with that one for now. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. There we go. Okay, all that's fixed. I need probably stuff I should have done beforehand, but not to hit ads, so it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You get the little stuffs out now. You know what? Yeah, that's true. Before stuff happens. Which you did stuff. I will say this. One of the games you went really nice on me for. I will say that. Let's see. What's going to be a good one? What's a good spooky one? That one? That one? Oh, dang. Dark blue? Nah. What about that one? No. Leaning towards that one. Not spooky vibe. No. That's close, but I think what it's gonna boil down to is if I do this. Let's bring that one. And we'll mess around with the top lights. Chat. Timer. That's one. Yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. It's good. Alright. What do you mean you won't notice? Oh, what do you mean you went nice? Well, one of the games, I looked at some of the stuff for it, and I'm like, I could see me liking this game. Let's do deep blue for full spookage. Purple for full spookage. Maybe red for full spookage? Nah, that just looks like me with a bad tan. Purple for full, I think purple for full spookage. And then we'll do, I think it was, nope, nope. We'll do roughly that one. We'll do roughly that one. Which one? Asylum, which is the one I'm going to be playing. And I hope, this is the game? Yeah, that is the game. Okay. I will say it's wonky to start off with, but I do plan on restarting it. So, because there's a very interesting intro. I'm hoping the intro plays when I reset it. Manual, blah blah. Okay. Story mode. Yeah, it doesn't have like a windowless. Yes. Let's do new. Start new session. Yes.
There I was, after all those years, at the threshold of a nightmarish place. I never thought I'd have the courage to return. While I had been toying with the idea for a while, that day I had woken up with a peculiar urge to return to Hanwell Mental Institute. Of course, there was a strong reason to come here, but the circumstances that led me back to the Institute were oddly dreamlike, as if I wasn't in control of my own actions. Why was I doing this? I needed to know what this place had done to me, the meaning behind those bizarre visions. I'd rather face the direful truth than live in blissful oblivion.
The idea is a point and click game. I have no real say in WASD. Skip to access record book. Headwell name. I don't even have a name. What's my name? I don't even have a name. No diagnosis, no condition on discharge, date of discharge or death. Date of admission, July. Today is the date of admission. Residence. You don't need to know that. Alright. Middle button to zoom. Ooh. Hello. Toggle hotspots. Zoom. Hotspots. Hotspots. Hotspots? No. I realized that I didn't have my notepad. My memory was failing me, so keeping notes would be dire necessity. Voice acting. Yes, I feel happy. Give me my notepad. As I grabbed my notepad, I was struck by a sense of confidence I hadn't expected. I felt ready to tackle the mysteries inside the looming structure. 8. 10 out of 10. What kind of car are we dealing with? What's over here? I want nothing to do with in there. I want over here. What a strange rock formation. Beautiful, yet somehow disquieting. Enter the Institute. Alright. I'm sorry, there was something else I could do. Gloomy forest bordered the grounds of the Institute, creating a pronounced sense of isolation. Let me go back over this way. What's over here? There's a non-natural calm surrounding the area. It wasn't helping boost my confidence at all. Well, you were so hopeful a second ago. Why do I gotta walk all the way over here just to walk around my car? Hold up. There was an up. Up! Institute was every bit as loathsome as I remember. Alright. 8:00 p.m. No, it's 9 o'clock if we're keeping up with my stuff. Why are you coming at 8:00 p.m. at night? I didn't see any other cars.
Welcome to the Hanwell Mental Institute. What can I do for you?
I wasn't expecting to find anyone here.
Oh? And why is that?
Well, this is gonna sound a bit strange, but I thought this building was abandoned.
As you can see, that's no longer the case. My name is Julia, and I'm the receptionist for the Institute. Why are you here?
So you were the receptionist here?
Yes, this is my first night. The Institute is operating with minimal staff until renovations are complete.
Do you cover a position other than receptionist? I feel this place needs a lot of staff.
Not at the moment. I'm just waiting on people to show up at the door and helping them whenever needed.
Sounds like you're doing a good job.
Perhaps. There's not much I can do at the moment.
I see how the position could be a bit tedious. At least until there's more people arriving. This is an awkward situation. I was hoping to take a look around the Institute.
But you thought it was abandoned.
Indeed, and that's why I thought nobody would mind.
We certainly do mind. This is private property, you know. Hanwell Mental Institute was never abandoned, just closed to the public until recently. And still, deserted or not, it's not like just anyone can walk inside. You do realize that.
This caught me completely by surprise. I'm not sure what to say.
I want to see the paper
you can
sheet.
start by explaining yourself. Why did you come here?
The last thing I expected was to find people here tonight. I assumed the Institute had shut down indefinitely.
Not indefinitely. It's true that it ceased to operate for a number of years, but we're in the process of reopening it now. While not in the most pristine of conditions, which should be evident if you look around, the structure is still robust and usable, but there's a lot of work to do.
I must say its general state is indeed rough, but I can see how with some cleanup, intensive cleanup, you could get this place up and running again.
Also, other mental hospitals in the region are growing overcrowded, which has prompted state authorities to reuse this place.
Why are other hospitals so overcrowded?
I can't say. Maybe it's the times we're living in. Don't you feel somewhat overwhelmed by everything that's going on in the world? I often do. Guess some people are less prepared to cope with all that and, you know, need help.
I see your point.
Still, that doesn't mean I can allow a complete stranger in.
I don't think she's real. I don't think she's real.
So, let me get this straight.
I don't think she's
The
real.
whole institute is being reopened?
That's what I said. Patients from smaller hospitals who are not getting proper attention are being relocated here, and extensive renovations are scheduled to begin tomorrow.
It all seems rather empty, though.
Tonight, it's just me, security, Dr. Miller, and a few patients in the building.
A few patients. Hold on. A few patients in the building.
So who's Dr. Miller?
He has been appointed as the new head director of the Institute, and he's overseeing the whole reopening process.
I thought Hanwell was the director. Isn't that the name of the institute?
That was a long time ago, and I'm not sure about that history either. I do recall that Dr. Miller and Dr. Hanwell were acquainted with each other. And I don't think Dr. Miller is planning to change the name of the institute either, out of respect for Dr. Hanwell.
Okay.
This isn't my first time here, you know.
Oh, you used to work here?
Yeah, sure, work.
I'm very much acquainted with this institute.
You should have said so in the first place. I still don't understand why you came all the way up here in the evening.
There's something from those old days that I need to find.
She gets it.
Quite urgent.
Okay, she's real.
It's a health
Now
issue.
she's real. She understands.
sound
Why the
serious.
hell did you come here in the evening?
Very much so.
And you're looking for...
Documents mostly.
Oh, man.
Maybe some notes. There's a matter of great importance that I need to understand.
Well, it's a highly unusual situation, but it's not like you can cause much trouble. And if you do, I'll have the security guard have a not-so-friendly talk with you.
Oh.
Understood.
Let's talk rules then. First, you're fully responsible for your own safety.
I accept all the risks.
Allegedly.
You must also leave before dawn. The construction workers are arriving early and will turn the place upside down. And
I
please,
heard survive till dawn.
steer clear of the upper floors. There's dangerous equipment up there. Do we have an agreement?
Yes, we do.
Equipment.
Thank you so much, Julia. This means a lot.
Very well. Go ahead. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Me too. Something tells me this is my last chance before the Institute as I knew it ceases to be.
It's going to be a whole different place in the morning, that's for sure.
You know, I didn't have the best of experiences at the Hanwell Mental Institute.
I'm sorry to hear that. As I told you, I'm not familiar with those days. My understanding is that things were rough. But I can assure that all current staff members are new and everyone is eager to get this place up and running again.
Julia, your enthusiasm is commendable, considering the state of this place.
I like to think positive.
My memories of this place are hazier than I thought.
It's likely its current state of disarray. I also find it disconcerting at times. The darkness and stillness of the night doesn't help either.
Why is anybody
That's very
here
true.
at night? I know you
I'm
just
done for
said.
now.
I know you just said it was to like. All right. That's not disconcerting at all. Opening of West Infirmary. Okay, okay. I want out. Reasons for admission. Laziness. Good God, I'm there. Marriage of son. Huh? Masturbation for 30 years. Masturbation and syphilis. This is what got you committed into this asylum? Novel reading. Oh God. How old is this place? From the 1600s? Nymphomania. Oh my God, it's from the 1600s. Parents were cousins. From 1864 to 1889. Oh, for God's sake. Menstrually deranged. How would I skip over that one? Overtaxing mental powers. Overstudy of religion. Tobacco and masturbation. It's a game. It's a game. Why are all bad whiskey? Asthma. Death of Sons of War. Decoyed into the army. Deranged. Wait. Deranged masturbation is way at the bottom of this list. What else we got? Quit bouncing. Desertion of something. Desolate habits, domestic affliction, domestic trouble, dropsy. Okay. Epileptic fix. Okay, that's understandable. Okay, that's excitement as an what? Define exposure, I guess. Fever and suppressed masturbation. Why? Why? Snuff eating for two. Okay. Okay. The war. There's like 6 things related to war. 8 things about masturbation. Vicious vices. Like masturbation. Smallpox. I don't know if that's what you need an asylum for. Self-abuse. Okay. Now we're getting to some weird, like some serious ones now. There's a hidden one. Female disease. Okay. Woman trouble. Time of life. Alright, well, we're done with that one. What's... I'll take a look at that. That's an eye. So, there's a series of uninteresting magazines on the table. Alright. Door. Ooh. Began to remember the layout of the building. Oh, someone named Hawthorne. Janitor closet. It's too dark in the closet to see anything. So flashlight. Got it. Vast and lonely. Ocean extended as far as the eye could see. I felt like I was at the end of the world. Alright, well that's Hawthorne. I'm assuming I can't go to that door. Dr. Abisaker. Family little office belonged to Dr. Ann Abisaker, stern and cold psychologist whom I remember from my stay at the Institute. I was surprised to find the room unlocked. Alright. I don't think I'm allowed to look at that. Those drawers seem to be jammed. Alright, anything on the ooh, saw shiny. Abisaker's library was respectable and well preserved. Ooh. Cassette player owned by Dr. Abisaker possibly meant she may have used it to record her thoughts or sessions. Okay. Hopes of finding a meaningful clue in the trash bin were crushed when I saw it was empty. What caught my attention was the bin was too clean, as if it had been emptied fairly recently. I I wondered who had emptied this bin and whether there had been something important in it. Alright, Hamill Mental Institute. And I do text more clearly. An ideal compliment. The recovery rate at the Institute was high thanks to advanced treatments and novel group therapy techniques pioneered by the universal acclaimed psychologist Dr. Anna Spacher. Even patients with extreme mental disorders showed meaningful progress under her care, went on to enjoy full lives within the walls of the Institute. Many others returned to their families in time, ready to face new challenges and experience in their conditions. Dr. Spacher organized and directed group therapy sessions for patients who had a chance of recovering or demonstrating an ability to reason. She even took part in many of those sessions herself, investing an unusual amount of effort in her patients' progress. Colleagues remember her soft, caressing voice had a magical effect, soothing everyone around her. Her dedication was initially perceived by the rest of the staff as the mark of passion, altruism, but in time it became apparent that her interest was purely medical. Although Dr. Ebbetbacher was a general and moral, honorably person, she was in fact wholly uninterested in the patients themselves and was focused rather on the improvement of science. It was by pure chance that her patients improved in return. In later years, Dr. Ebbetbacher's demeanor became cold and calculating. She began to neglect herself, always showing up to work untidy, exuding a somber mood. Rumors that she made a startling discovery abound to this day. Let's see. Okay. Seeing I can look at other stuff. Collections? Yeah, okay. So I can keep these. Got it. Quote unquote keep these. Oh, that's a way to do that. Okay. Up. Alright, there's a code. Reading skills. Yeah. There's a code up here. I highly doubt. Okay, so this one must be locked then. Play with me. Yeah, the drawer was shut tight. I wonder if there would be anything of interest inside. There would have to be for a 3-code thingy. Oh dear God, alright. Fuck, do I have to look at the picture? I don't want to. I feel like I might get the unluckied. Where do I go here? Alright. Alright, quick glance, sophisticated choice for this room. What could it have meant to the owner? Okay. What the hell? What the fuck am I looking at? Office, waiting rooms. Okay. Oh, this way was open. Interesting. Okay, so what's over here then? Visitors would sit here to speak with their relatives or loved ones. Such a desolate sight now. It's heartbreaking. Okay, so what's over here then? Move mouse to examine items and left click to put them down. Broken glasses. assumed was an alarm button didn't work. It might have been used to alert security of any trouble patients had. Ooh. Therapist who treated patients with novel psychology methods. Clean up a bit shouldn't take too much time. A lot. There didn't seem to be electricity in this room. Archives. Many rows of boxes, presumably filled with administrative papers, adorn the east wall. Records, notes, essays, even newspapers, but nothing of importance. Oh, probably the important thing is over there. Just double checking everything. Couple of important things. Well. Figured the letter opener would come in handy. Yeah, in case I needed to defend myself. Certain items be picked up and used later. Right click on your open journal. Okay. Sure, patients who had forever become part of the Hanwell Mental Institute. Am I anywhere? I don't think so. Wire diagrams seem to indicate the location of speakers across this section of the first floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's over here then. Well, the interesting thing I've noticed, if we look at here, oh, that's not good. I'm gonna see stuff. I don't think she was there. I don't think she was there. Okay. Alright, right click to show. I was certain the turntable wouldn't play that, so I need a record. Got it. Seems to be stuck. Fairly elegant later open sharp 2. This. What was it possible to pull out? Alright. I'm very curious when this came up. So very curious when the schizophrenia part came up, because it's like, I assumed. Frederick Michaels. Part of me wants to be like, hey, hi, are you still real? Yeah, let's keep going this way. All right. Beginnings. For decades, the Hanwell Institute housed patients of many ages with varying degree of mental illness. Feeble-minded men and women not fitting for living independently in society were admitted and received excellent nursing care. With a hygienic environment, magnificent facilities, and well-qualified personnel, the institute strived to attend to all their needs. The 4-story building was constructed atop a cliff amidst a leafy and calm forest. With the goal of housing 300 patients, this particular location ensured maximum security. Access was severely restricted, and any patient attempting to leave would have to descend a rocky and winding path down to the base of a high mountain, thwarting any attempt to escape the facility. Every day, patients could spend their time in the vast courtyard, library, or game room and take part of their leisure activities. The most capable ones were periodically selected to help with daily duties such as laundry, cooking, administrative tasks, and such. Groups were assembled and assigned to a therapist according to the cognitive capabilities of their members, engaging each individual in diverse approaches to therapy. These included standard rehabilitation, hydrotherapy, group therapy, and, for the more difficult cases, other, more stringent methods? Nursing. Hey, a record. Relaxing classical music. Oh, there's no thing. That's upsetting. Please be more mindful of the vinyl records. The covers are scattered all over this section and they're getting damaged. We can't let patients play with them, although I've seen members of the staff being careless with them as well. It's a shame and a disgrace to all the hard work we nurses do here to keep this place running smoothly. Alice. Okay. Who the fuck is Alice? I'd been experiencing this condition for days. First they'd be mildly annoying, the brief blackouts, but then I couldn't stand them anymore. Seems to have been... Well, it brought back memories of school and how much I loved studying. Blackboard, lean in the dead of night, take these broken chalks and learn to write. Okay. Good God, no. No, thank you. Okay. So just gonna show me the table of contents for all this stuff? Waiting for just something to be outside the door. One time for the one time, just something to be outside the door. Oh. Woman's bathroom. A long time ago, these things had invited people to wash their hands. Now, it stank. Oh, that's the men's room. Coat hanger. Out of service. I wasn't planning to go in anyway. Well, I didn't feel very private in the current state. That's fine. You're the only man here, I think. That I don't like. Female infirmary, male infirmary. Outside? Frustratingly, this door wouldn't open. Shame I would have you some fresh air. Then go back outside. Nothing here. I don't have a map. Door was shut tight. Alright. No hospital would be complete without a glow flashing corkboard. Okay. There's something going on crazy in there. Fuck. I do the same with this one. No, it won't let me. Don't seem to be stuck. Try as I might, I couldn't get it open. Okay. Pass right by whatever that is. Well, dang. Seem to be latched from the other side. Nothing in this switch was useless. Oh, lights. Just a bunch of meaningless notes left for the poor janitor. Probably multiple bug species crawling on that blanket. Judging by the smell, it had been a while since anybody had emptied that trash. I don't wanna. Why is this an option? Self-psych disorders. Was that what was written? I remember that the Kirkbride plan was a proposed layout system in a mental hospital for the treatment of patients. It was believed that the architecture was conducted for the healing of the mind. It said self and psych disorders. I had the impression that if it worked, the radio would only play pre-war transmissions. Classic gold. No record. Violin concertos, blah blah bleep blah bloop. There was nothing of importance in them. Wonder what it was used for. What is it? Can't tell. What is that? Not tell for the life of me what that was. Maybe Knifey can help me out here. So I need a cassette for you. Here. Trash just got taken out. Blah blah blah. You're not what I'm necessarily looking for. Oh, I want out. I want out. I want out. Oh, I want out. Good God. Oh, I was wondering what happened to these people. Oh, there's a thing here. When I first arrived at the Institute, I wasn't sure what to expect, though it's well located and its facilities are modern and effective. The horse and buggy mentality of the staff and approach to medicine are appalling. It's been a few weeks already since I got here, and I know for certain that I won't get along with Ellis. I can appreciate Dr. Hanwell's perspective and his need to take a firm hand in everyday activities at the Institute. I know too well what it means to deal with these sick, mindless individuals. But Ellis is an altogether different matter. His attitude is borderline brutish and dates back to a bygone era of barbaric practices. I can't understand how this character has attuned so much rank and power at the Institute. Wish I could understand how Hanwell saw in him. In spite of the general adverse environment, I'm anxious to start testing my theories with a number of patients. Fortunately, the staff seemed to respect my background and extensive studies. They almost seemed intimidated by them. Even Ellis treats me differently, with a kind of silent doubt, as if he didn't know what to expect, and I've seen how he treats women in the Institute. Guess I must be some sort of puzzle to him. So I look forward to keep my notes and observations in this journal. I'll be working with a particular diverse group, with some of its members exhibiting extreme and promising pathologies. Rebecca is by far the most intriguing subject. This woman has been a schizophrenic from a young age, exhibiting a rambling and erratic personality, no family, no social life to speak of. She used to live in the suburbs where she roamed aimlessly in the streets. Your typical town looting. Last year she was viciously raped by two thugs, then left heavily beaten and bruised in a damp alley. It's a miracle she's still alive. It's a miracle anyone cared enough to save her. Sadly, she became pregnant after the attack, which sent her psyche into an even darker downward spiral. Aww. Her mind is in nadir now, but she thinks she's carrying the spawn of the devil and has repeatedly attempted to perform an abortion, a fringe case by any measure. This patient that would be received in unabashed shock treatment in other institutions, and the perfect subject to test newer, less invasive approaches to mind healing. Our first group therapy session will begin tomorrow with about half a dozen patients or so. I've been told I'm going to focus on one particular group for now, and I believe Hanwell himself will be patient for the first sessions. Nothing of the sort has been attempted in this place, and I'm excited to take the first steps into a brighter new age of psychology. Okay. I don't see anything else like major noteworthy. Just books on to study. Like, what the crap is this picture? Trash. Rummaging through the trash cans. Areas where weren't being it showed. The cold was glacial. Poor Julia. Julia.
Oh, one more thing, Julia. What do you know about the Kirkbride architecture?
Phew, that's a loaded topic. It's the structure of this very same building.
Yes, I assumed as much.
But I know it became dated and impractical, and a big part of the upcoming renovations beginning tomorrow is to turn this old design into a more flexible layout.
Sounds ambitious.
I hear they're going to tear the place apart.
You know, I found the most strange note in the trash.
Are you picking up random trash?
What? No. I just happened to see the paper in a bag.
Okay, I'll bite. What's on the paper?
It looks like notes for chapters in a book. Very abbreviated.
Well, there are many books in the meeting room.
You're right. I might go and take another look.
I think I know the code. Hold on.
See you later, Julia.
Later. Old but elegant grandfather clock, which unfortunately has no longer working. Not this way. What was it? Self and Psych? This room, right? Yeah. That's why I could look at these. Self? $289. Psychiatric disorder. $289. Overshot. Nice. Set. Nothing. It's a bunch of books. Alright.
Earlier this morning I used foul language in reprimanding a clumsy nurse who forgot to lock the door to the female wing. Truly offensive, dirty words. I don't recall ever doing that before. I've clearly been under a lot of stress lately. My worst fear is becoming another Alice, so I need to remain level-headed and focused. It's this place. There's a general feeling of unease in the Institute, and those unsettling rumors don't help. But the main reason for my jumpy state has to be the baffling regression in Group E. It's disconcerting and worrying. I'm giving Alice too many reasons to use shock treatment on these patients and take all of us decades back in time. Alice Hawthorne, the backwards time traveler, that fucking bastard. Ah, there you go. I did it again. Of all the cases, Rebecca is obviously the most puzzling one. She's having nightmares about her attackers again, after a month of not uttering a word about the incident. And she's also becoming increasingly violent. I fear she will seriously harm herself. Yesterday, Alice found her viciously scratching her stomach. So much she left flesh wounds. She should be giving birth sometime in July. That's 3 weeks from now. Certainly this fact could be the explanation for her regression, if it wasn't for the rest of them. Earlier this morning,
No.
I've cleared it off. I fear, certainly.
Wasn't that who? Yeah. No. Wait. that Abisek mentioned their recording, I felt it wasn't the first time I'd heard about this. Had I been part of that group, this development was clearly worthwhile to investigate. It was a paramount importance from my research, the reach to where I treated her patients. It's 9 o'clock.
Julia, it's Bruno. Our adorable high-risk patient has escaped again. No idea how he does that. Please call someone. I need assistance immediately. I'm outside the cafeteria.
Well, primary. Oh, that's why it's blocked off and locked off. Got it. Kitchen, laundry, and a large game room. A low risk wing. Mail wing. Husband felt intimidated, but looking at this map made me realize just how monstrally vast it was.
Hold on. Who the hell are you?
I'm just looking around.
You what? Does this look like a shopping mall to you?
Yes!
I spoke with Julia and she gave me permission. You don't need to worry about me.
This place. It's unbelievable. Am I the only one taking my job seriously?
Well,
Look, it doesn't matter. I have enough on my plate with this patient on the loose. Just be on your way.
Patient on the loose?
Yeah, I managed to lock him inside the cafeteria. See for yourself.
I don't...
I see what you mean. That guy seems dangerous.
Dangerous? He's a flaming demon. He's tearing down the whole place. At this rate, there won't be a cafeteria in the morning.
You do seem busy, but can I ask some questions anyway?
Sure, whatever. The name's Bruno.
Tell me about you, Bruno.
I'm just what you see. Nothing more.
I see a troubled man in front of me with an attitude problem.
Ha ha, so funny. Let me know how you feel after you spend a few more hours in this place.
Like I said, I met Julia at the entrance. She seems to be a really nice person.
She's cool, but that's also her weakness. Sometimes she can be too nice.
What do you mean?
For example, as a receptionist, she let in a complete stranger who talks too much.
I get it. So, a madman on the loose.
Yes, we're having a bit of trouble with this especially rowdy patient. It's the second time today that he's escaped. In my defense, the high-risk section needs a lot of maintenance. Low risk is in somewhat better shape, sans the atmosphere of impending doom. But high risk needs some intensive work, pronto.
That doesn't inspire much confidence, though.
Welcome to my world. Be thankful there's only one high-risk patient admitted at the moment.
Yikes. What is this about a process of reopening?
Exactly what it sounds like. They're reopening the place.
But it's a mess.
Yes, tell me about it. It's a disaster. No one knows anything. Things are just happening without a reason. I'm not sure how they intend to pull this off.
But then, why are you here, Bruno?
Because they're paying me.
Huh. Well, that's not a bad reason.
I mean, that's a very,
It's not such a
very
difficult
big
job
reason.
either, other than your average patient escaping the cell and potentially killing you in the process.
Are they paying you enough for this?
Not nearly.
Do you know where the therapy room is?
Yes. It's on the other side of this floor.
Great. And how can I get there?
You can't with Samson back here trashing the whole cafeteria. It's the only way to reach the back corridor of this floor.
You mean the cafeteria is the only way to the therapy room?
Yeah. Well, the library also connects both sides of the building, but the last time I checked, it was locked.
Okay, library's locked. So...
All right. I'll be going.
Hey, wait. You seem like a decent sport. Or at least a harmless one. I have a favor to ask of you.
Oh no.
Sure.
Can you go fetch my baton? I left it in my office when I went running to pursue our friend the Tasmanian Devil here.
Okay, I guess. Where is that?
You need to go all the way through the infirmary, then down the stairway. My office is in the lower corridor they used to call the Tunnel of the Damned.
Good grief.
Tunnel of
the name is more intimidating than
Damned.
it sounds. Just please go, ASAP. I need that baton to deal with the ongoing crisis.
Sounds good. I'll be on my way.
I'm very curious about one thing though. It's like the rest of the institute, the phone, albeit stylish, was old and dusty. Seemed like Julie had a lot of paperwork to do. There's nothing there. Sam, Xanderite, Sardu, Maui, Conway. Okay. Sitting on Julia's desk. Dude, I don't think. I didn't even see him till he was right there. Even when it was clean and orderly so many years ago, the infirmary had been a cozy place. The non-functioning lights did not help. These weren't working at a show. The infirmary felt like the Arctic. Looked like some kind of organ. I had no idea which. What? Those windows in areas with patients had some manner of protection. It's quieter than the others. unsettling. And down. And down again. On entering this corridor, I could see why it'd be nicknamed Tunnel of the Damned. Didn't recall ever being down here, and I was thankful for that. Bruno's office felt just like any other cell. The difference being, of course, that he could leave whenever he pleased. Little odd scribblings adorn the wall. Ukulele. Little guitar. What the story was behind that quaint music box. Bruno's cabinet was tightly shut. There were some random notes hanging on the corkboard. Ooh, we get to snoop. October 14th noon. Music again. That blasted tune echoing in the corridor gets on my nerves as if all the bizarre noises in this horrible place weren't enough. But if it's the only way to keep him calm, I'll take the creepy children's nursery music over his maniacal pounding any day. Good thing I brought my own food. They said provisions would be available for us during this phase, but I swear they're trying to poison us. And pick one of the abominations in those jars from the museum over that canned stuff they sent us. Maybe not. I'm bored. I don't know who's supervising this construction work, but there's no way the place will be in safe condition to bring in more patients anytime soon. Certainly not tonight. If you ask me, I know it will. No, buddy. This whole thing is way too rushed. You don't need to bring in dangerous psychopaths to test the security of the facility. Just being here for 5 minutes will tell you all you need to know. I'm beginning to regret signing up for this. There's foul stench coming from that massive metal door at the end of the corridor. I think at least the storage room in the basement. I can only imagine the source of that smell. Can't seem to open the door though. Won't budge. I think it's mechanical, and that electrical sound behind it doesn't inspire confidence either. Evening somewhat. That's it. Taking that cursed music box away. Can't stand it anymore. I don't care how much he enjoys the music. Eventually he'll bang his own brains into oblivion. Organized for whatever it's worth. No accurate times for my next entries. It's his music box. Lighting on this godforsaken place is failing and giving me a headache with all that constant flickering. It's worse than the horrible smell at the end of the corridor, but at least the smell doesn't hurt. Hope the construction workers arrive on time. Stupid me couldn't help myself and tried opening that door. Zap! Electric shock. Way to go, genius. Should just trust my instincts next time with all this stinking humidity down here. I can only assume the moisture has caused a wiring malfunction. One thing's for sure, I'm not getting anywhere beyond this corridor. 2 keys seem to be missing. One is for the locked office of a certain Hawthorne. The other is for the office of the previous director of the Institute, Hamill himself. Dr. Miller guy asked me about those keys again. Sure, Your Highness, Dr. Miller. Let me spend the whole night searching for those keys for you. I'm not your damn assistant, although that patient roaming the building. Leo, is it? There's something odd about him. I don't trust that guy. Should have worked with him when I get the chance. Me? Baton. Variety of pulp paperbacks and some old newspapers. Drawer seemed to like it was about to fall apart with all the paperwork in it. No doubt the noise and alarm would disturb the patients even more. Glad I did that. I just said keys would be useful and grab them on impulse. Open, but there was probably nothing much for me. equipment scattered around, damaged and without any apparent use. Okay. Right, okay. Just let them be. I'm like, why? Want out? Thank you. Was a bathroom to check out too, but I don't know if there was anything useful over there.
Well, you brought my baton. Someone who's actually helpful in this godforsaken chunk of concrete.
Don't mention it. It was easy to find with your directions. So, what are you gonna do about that madman? You have the baton now.
I'm not going in there yet. I'll wait until he's calmed down a bit.
How can you calm down someone like him?
He will calm down. Eventually, I guess.
See you later, Bruno.
Hey! Whoa, where do you think you're going with that keyring?
Sorry, I thought I had to bring you that too.
No, you shouldn't touch those keys. Please give them back.
Yes, of course. Hey, Bruno. See you later, Bruno.
She's not back yet. Latched from the other side. So he doesn't have a key for Hawthorne. No, I could have hurt myself. Okay.
Hello again. Do you like being a security guard in a mental hospital, Bruno?
Sometimes it can be tiring dealing with patients when they're having a bad day, and also the bureaucracy. But you know what tires me the most?
What is that?
Curious people who ask too many questions.
Yes, I share that sentiment. Oh, wait. I'm done for now. Bye.
Julia's not in front anymore. The fuck? might once have been breathtaking. Between the stains and dirt and the gloomy night, it was anything but. It's gonna be a long night. I'd imagine. The door would not open. The door was latched from the other side. I enjoyed speaking with Julie. She gave me a sense of peace and comfort that I didn't expect to find in this place.
Hi again, Bruno. Do you know this Dr. Miller?
Yeah, I've seen him around. But he's a reserved fellow. Haven't spoken much with him. He's the one calling the shots now.
What do you mean, calling the shots?
Dude, are you a bit slow? He's going to be in charge when this place officially reopens. And I hear he's also secured the money to make all this happen.
Wow.
Wow.
You know, I was acquainted with this place in the past. A number of years ago,
Wait, why are you telling me this?
Well, I assumed that since you're a security guard, you'd want to...
Hold on. We all have responsibilities here. I take care of patients who misbehave. Julia decides who gets in. That's it.
But...
Anything else is above my paycheck.
Right, dick.
Are you familiar with the Kirkbride plan?
Kirk what? Sounds like something I don't care about.
It's the architecture of the building we're in.
Oh, right. I remember hearing that term during meetings to coordinate the reopening. An old and impractical type of construction.
But there were plans to change that, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know the whole story. But for sure the idea is to continue that work, beginning tomorrow.
Will he really come down on his own?
And what do I know? I'm not a psychologist or whatever. Last time he escaped, I found him playing with a toy. I think it was an instrument for children. I was able to catch him thanks to that little distraction. But now, who knows? Eventually he'll collapse.
I was really hoping you would go in there with your trusty baton and get the guy.
Negotiate a raise for me? And I might consider that.
I'll be going.
Crap. Black stairway like led to the basement and second floor. Okay, curious about this room. Guess somebody didn't like his teddy bear. Somehow I could relate to its situation. Rejected and discarded by society. Is Robin locked up in this institute? How many diseases could be found in that toilet? Probably all of them.
I'll be going.
I had to go in there. Just leave him alone. Just gonna leave him alone. Oh, he's gone. That's good.
Hi again, Bruno. Does the name Ebers be...
I remember seeing an office with that name. Why are you asking?
I'm not sure. There's a period of my life I can't quite remember.
Are you feeling okay? I have a couple of... You positive?
Absolutely. No need for that. So you really don't know...
All I know is that you're getting up.
You don't have the keys to the library?
No.
What kind of security guard are you?
Hey, back off. This place is a mess. It's a miracle they have any security.
Look, it's crucial that I get to the therapy room.
And look, this maniac behind me would rip your head off if he had the chance. There's no way I'm letting you in there.
So...
Presently, yes.
What if I told you I used...
At this rate, I'm ready to...
What?
Listen, it's simple. Ex-patient or not, you do anything stupid, I knock you out.
Fine. Point taken. So there's going to be more staff arriving at the Institute.
You bet. And more patients, too. Ugh. Things are going to be...
Yes. Looks that. Does the term...
Nah.
I believe so.
Uh...
But why is that? Why is...
I don't know much about it, except that it was well before my time here. That's past history now.
I'd like to tell you why I'm here.
Let me stop you right there.
You're not even curious?
Do I look like the kind of person...
What?
Exactly.
You mentioned something about past history with the Institute.
Ugh, ugly business. I don't like gossip, especially when my job is involved. This is all I know. It was mostly a conflict between the staff and directors.
Conflict? Over what?
Disagreements about the handling of patients. Apparently there were oversights, quite a few of them. I don't know much more other than what the newspapers said. You know, the rumors.
What are these rumors about past history?
Hey, you're gonna make some people here uncomfortable if you keep asking these questions.
You're the only one here besides
You know,
Julia.
the rumors that led to the shutdown back then. But I suggest you drop this line of questioning. Now, hold on. You're not a reporter, right?
Me? No, absolutely not.
Good.
About this sudden shutdown.
Okay, listen. People here, that is, the new management, don't like hearing about that.
But you said it was old history.
Yeah, look. It's about the reputation of the place. Hanwell used to be a very well-respected institution. But then, something happened. It was serious. The police got involved, newspapers, everything. The whole shebang, and now they're investing a lot of money to get this place up and running again. And they don't want those old stories surfacing again.
I see. Can you at least tell me if you heard what happened? Just the overall details.
Patients got hurt. Badly.
Hurt?
Nasty stuff. And that's it. I'm not saying anything else on this topic.
Okay. Appreciate the information, Bruno. I think you're being rude.
Oh, poor you. Am I hurting your feelings?
Well, yes.
Good.
So, about me.
Please, understand?
But,
I don't.
so about Kirkbride.
Hey, listen. I already said way more than I ever imagined saying on the topic of architecture. But that's it. There's nothing else about it we can discuss. Do you know what I'd love to discuss?
What, Bruno?
Action films.
Okay. I wish you could give me more info about it.
You are giving me a headache.
I wish you could give me more info about it.
You are giving me a headache.
So you really don't know it?
All I know is that you're getting on my nerves.
Out of curiosity, do you know...
I understand he's famous in his country of origin, much like the previous owner of this place. And famous people make money. But that's all I know. I don't like gossip.
About this?
Stop pestering me, will you?
See you later, Bruno.
Hi, buddy.
Hi again, Bruno. See you later, Bruno.
What if I clicked on the thing now? this side. Almost like if I had something that I could swing against this would be useful. Yep. Reading skills, okay. Evaluation of memories. Behavior. Research. Oh. Okay. No, that was something else. Ooh. Record. Nope. What if important therapies and something about graffiti? they had fire extinguishers. Which room is it? Nope, not you. What room has... Is it you? Yeah, it's you. I need to find the goddamn records. Does that mean... There's gotta be a record I'm missing somewhere. Not the music box. Thing I can click. Where? What's that? Best mattress you can find in the web, but you still want to be comfortable. What's this? Okay, Rebecca. It was weird that a patient's drawing was pinned to the corkboard, but I wagered the nurses had done it as sort of motivational thing. You don't need to be an artist to show your emotions, but the more I look at this, the creepier it got. Damn. Nothing else.
Hello again. See you later, Bruno. It's getting frustrating. It's a good idea to keep that coat nearby. Gets you the very cold. Oh, it's good to read that. What the crap is this freaking record?
mentioned it. I left it in the office. I'm frustrated. Small thing, because it's because I know that's what I need. Anger, seething, rage. I don't want anything to do with that. remember how busy this place was back in the day. Patients gulping their stews or rubbing it on their faces. I can almost hear the sound of dishes clanking. The remains of an old, unidentifiable meal. Sorry. It was difficult to see anything with all the grime on the glass. Grimy glass at the window covered what was surely an even more depressing view. Okay.
Oh. Hi. My name is Lenny.
Hello, Lenny. I didn't expect to find someone like you walking around.
Oh, but you don't have to worry about me. I behave well. They allow me to walk alone and help.
Well, that's a relief then. I'm pleased to meet you, Lenny.
Now it's my turn to clean this corridor. Why are you here?
It's difficult to explain, Lenny. Some time ago, I was like you. I was being treated in this institute. But something happened. A terrible circumstance that I can't remember, and the truth is, I'm not feeling well, and I don't want to be treated again.
Yes, I know. It happened to me, too.
What? You too? But then...
I was here at that time when something happened.
Lenny, we need to talk more. So, what about you, Lenny? Do you roam the corridors all the time?
Oh, not quite. I'm assisting with the renovation of the building, cleaning as many areas as I can.
You seem to know your way around. What can you tell me about the Institute?
I don't know. It's nice. I like it in here. Feels like home.
How long have you been here?
Oh, long time. Years, as far as I can recall. They took me away all of a sudden, but I kept asking about Hanwell, and one day they brought me back.
But don't you want to leave and go outside, see the world?
Not really. Maybe I did want to leave a long time ago, but I've forgotten why. There's nothing out there for me.
Poor guy.
You know, I used to be like you, Lenny.
Oh, are you feeling better now?
You could say that. I was well, at least for a while.
So, why are you here?
That's a very good question. What are your thoughts on Julia?
Who's Julia?
The girl in the foyer, the receptionist.
Oh, yes. I saw her a few times, but we don't speak much. I'm too busy cleaning.
So you're the one doing
What do
the
you think
janitor
about
stuff.
Bruno?
Who is that?
I'm referring to the security guard.
Oh, that man. I didn't know his name. We saw each other a number of times, but we don't speak. I think he's mean.
Yes, he does seem to have a bit of an attitude. Have you met Dr. Miller?
Yes, briefly. I don't like him.
Why is that, Lenny?
He's hiding something. Be careful with him.
About Dr. Ebersbaker.
Ebers?
Anne Ebersbaker.
Oh, Dr. Anne, yes. I remember when we gathered the chairs around her. It was nice speaking with her.
What were the therapy sessions about?
Well, let me see. We talked about our problems, how to keep a healthy mind, our fears, too, and how to cope with them. Dr. Anne made me feel well.
Does the word Kirkbride mean anything to you?
That word reminds me of something. Someone said that. Oh, no.
What, Lenny?
It was down below when I heard that word.
Down below? What do you mean?
Yes. We were all happy until they took us to the floor beneath.
I assume you mean the basement. What happened there?
I don't want to talk about it. I want to forget. No more pain.
Please, Lenny. I really need to know what happened. It will help both of us.
That's where it all started. Down below. You should go and see for yourself.
I'm looking for details about a particular therapy group.
Therapy?
Well, my suspicion is that patients who participated in a series of therapy sessions were somehow connected to the circumstances that led to the closure of the Institute. Does this sound familiar to you?
Therapy groups. Yes. I remember them. I had many friends back then.
You do remember?
I remember the sessions. We were all there. They called us Team E.
Hold on. Did you mean Group E?
Yes, that's it.
But wait, you were saying that you were in Group E during the sessions?
Yes. I remember the letter E very well when they called us. And, Dr. Anne.
This is extraordinary, Lenny. Now we need to understand who else belonged in Group E. About the patients in Group E, you said you were there.
Yes, there were a few of us. Dr. Anne spoke often and encouraged everyone to speak too. At first it was nice. We enjoyed sitting next to each other. I think I remember you.
What?
It was a happy time, but then came the pain.
Pain? What are you talking about, Lenny?
I'm not sure, but it all started down below. I don't want to think about it.
Well, Lenny, it was nice talking to you. I'll be on my way.
Wait, you said you wanted to know what happened?
That's right. I came here looking for answers.
Oh, I don't like these memories, but it all started down below.
Down below?
Yes. I've been trying to forget, but if you want answers, you should go there.
Don't think I have much of a choice, huh, Lenny? All the things that could prove useful inside this place, paint wasn't one of them. Clothes had been hanging in a dark and damp place for a long time and thus were covered in mold. Even moths cared about these filthy rags. For some time, patients used to wear them, but at present, they wouldn't serve as dish rags. It's too dark to venture ahead. Ooh, warm. Burning fire in the boiler bathed in the room in a sinister glow. While the flames kept the environment cozy and warm, keeping on staying there for too long. Pipes in the room were covered with rust. For the time being, we've been able to proceed without raising much suspicion, but that won't last long. Yesterday, the absences from the yard were noticed, and Nurse Alice inquired about the missing patients, sidestepping Eberscaber, addressing me directly like that means the nurses are far more concerned than I imagined as far as Eberspacker. I overheard her wondering aloud why her patients were covered in dirt if they hadn't been seen in the yard. It's a relief that Walter gave in to the idea of renovating our building, but he's growing too old-fashioned and stubborn. No doubt about the failure of his invention hit him hard. He's been keener on progress and the swift adaptation of new modern technologies, but something deep inside him has changed. Now he's stuck in the past and has grown too attached to the building of this grandiose creation, which inevitably has to change. No matter we waited for too long and we need money. It always comes down to money. Until we are able to secure adequate funding, we have no choice but to resort to cheap labor. Being located in the countryside has its share of benefits, but procuring the manpower needed to remodel this place has proven to be quite a bit more challenged than expected and always subject to the brutal reality of cost. First, Walter insisted we select one patient from each group to minimize the risk of calling attention to their absence, but I argued that it was preferable to choose an entire close-knit group to avoid spreading unnecessary chatter that we couldn't control. Of course, in the end, they're all lunatics. Their word carries no weight compared to ours, but it's still desirable to keep gossip to a minimum if one small group of mentally unstable people to insist. Discussing things the greater population knows nothing about, we could always contend about this isolated group is experiencing a collective hallucination. Almost midnight, my turn to supervise the work. One of the patients mentioned an odd smell emanating from the newly opened tunnel. They always imagine the strangest things. I think I heard a sort of hissing sound that puzzled me. This seems worth investigating. Can't believe it. As I approached the opening, there was a hint of haze or condensation in the air, and it smelled very unusual indeed. Can't describe it, but it felt old, some kind of ancient, highly concentrated or earthy smell. Curious about this, I instructed the patient, Leonard, I believe, to strike the wall one more time. I had to insist twice. Its tool wedged opened the crevice, which released a formidable stream of fumes. It's hard to convey on paper, but there was a change in air pressure, and the foul odor intensifies through the tunnel. Patients are too nervous. I must seek Walter.
Lenny, do you have a moment?
Yes?
I should be on my way, Lenny. Stay safe.
That way is shut. What's up, bud?
Hi again, Bruno. What can you tell me about Leonard?
Who?
The patient who is cleaning the corridors.
Oh, Leo.
I think it's Leonard, but yes, that guy.
I don't appreciate him wandering around like that. But I guess he's okay. Doesn't look like he could do much harm to anyone. But I'll tell you this. I saw him a number of times getting too close to places he shouldn't be. Once I saw him entering and leaving one of the high-ranking offices.
Now that's strange.
You bet. There's likely confidential information in there.
Is there anything you can tell me about the basement?
I don't know, man. It's a basement. It hasn't been used in ages, and there's a foul stench coming from down there.
Interesting.
You find that interesting? Clearly you have unusual interests.
I'm trying to determine which patients were
Listen, that sort of thing is way out of my jurisdiction.
Not now. I mean in the past. Before the place was shut down.
Then there's no way I can help you with that. I wasn't even a security guard back then. But if it's so important to you, you can try Dr. Miller upstairs. He's more acquainted with that period of the Institute's history.
All right, thank you. That was actually helpful, Bruno.
I'm trying to be a better person. Not. Now leave me alone.
Dig.
See you later, Bruno.
Okay, is this the one that shot? This game has been intriguing and at the same time fills out every aspect of creepy factor. And it's very it's not necessarily like jump scare worthy. It's more suspenseful than anything. I think I've had like one case where I'm sitting there like, what am I supposed to do in this situation? And then another instance of, what the hell am I, where is this thing? I know where this thing, it's the thing I need to look for. Where is it at? But other than that, this game has been a good story. Hey, she's back. Where'd you go?
Have you been upstairs?
Not at all.
Don't
Yeah.
lie to me. I thought I could trust you, but I may start having second thoughts.
All right, I'm sorry. I had a quick look, but didn't go very far.
Please, I told you, the upper floors are off limits. Don't make me regret giving you permission to enter the building.
Don't worry, Julia. You can trust me. I won't cause you any trouble. Cross my heart.
Ask her
Do you
about
know
Lenny,
Lenny?
I guess.
It's funny you call him Lenny like you were friends. Yes, I know Leonard. He's been around in the Institute for a long time.
It seems like he's taking care of janitorial services.
Oh yes, I understand it's a kind of treatment of, positive reinforcement. That's it. Leonard is the... what's an appropriate word for this? The most normal of the patients we have readmitted so far?
Yes, he seems quite nice. Where can I find Dr. Miller?
I'm sorry, I can't tell you.
Why?
because that area is off limits and we had an agreement.
Fine. I don't want to get you into trouble.
Dick. It's locked up there anyway, so don't worry about that. Why the shutdown?
Do you know why the Institute was shut down in the first place?
No, not really. I remember reading that it was quite sudden. It was all over the news back then, but the controversy died down quickly. Were you here when that happened?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. It seems like it was a grave matter. I'd have remembered about that.
Anyway, it's old history now.
You don't remember a lot. And the sad part is you don't even remember your name. This one.
I have nothing else to say about this.
Fine by me. If that's all, I'll get back to work.
I don't think we have anything else.
Thank you for being considerate.
See you later, Julia.
She only wants me on the main floor. That's why he's saying it like that. He's blocking me off right there. Just why? Oh, God, why? Oh. Okay, it's showing this. Flint. I want to go through boxes, which seems empty and more likely to crawl out. Oh, dear God. Okay. Poor kitty. Wiring in the basement. awfully dangerous, so I kept my distance. Nope. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Okay. It's not an emergency. Small thing. There. It's rested. Yeah, let me head back down this way. It's you? It's you. That's how electricians get stuff done. That's how electricians get stuff done right there. This one, right? Yeah. Nice. Not what I wanted. came up. Fix the lights, explore the basement area, items, fire cutter. Okay. So I wonder if that one... Yeah, that's a very dead rat. Oh, no more blinky blinks. Which means... So it's a machinery lay scattered across the construction area, seemingly abandoned in chaos. Walls are cracked, peeling under the weight of the years, and the metallic scent of rust mixed with an earthy smell permeate the room. Opening the construction area was boarded up. He remembers. First time I felt like there was a clear purpose of meaning behind a vision. I was trying to unearth an important memory. What were a group of patients doing in the basement? What were we forced to do here? It will seem oddly familiar to me. Oh, good Lord. Move to the unit system. Over time, mental hospitals built using the Kirkbride system began to present numerous maintenance and operational problems. Faults in the design led to unforeseen practical difficulties, and their rigid layouts prohibited efficient expansion. The Kirkbride plan soon became a significant problem in mental health. As many mental hospitals are state-funded, a combination of budget cuts and high maintenance expenses spelled doom for the principles of the Kirkbride plan. Personal wages, medications, medical appliances, coal for the boilers, electrical maintenance, and sewage services represented but a small fraction of the cost keeping such a large establishments operating. The general high levels of stress and economic issues also impacting the public in modern society, experts warned of a surge in mental health disorders and increased need for specialized treatment centers. Thus, the demand for mental hospitals kept growing even as institutions adhering to the Kirkbride plan afforded only slow and costly construction. Concern intensified in the field as psychiatrists and medical professionals began to question the theory that architecture played a role in mental health, and so the prestigious Hanwell Mental Institute sought to adapt, as did many other mentalist hospitals, undergo extensive remodeling according to a new design philosophy that came to be known as the unit system. Instead of a single sprawling building, the various departments in such establishment would be separated into smaller, discrete structures. With this new approach, a purely administrative building would have no physical connection to one housing patients. To achieve the ambitious goal, many existing Kirkbride institutions resorted to constructing utilitarian underground tunnels connecting various buildings, since aesthetics were no longer a concern. Well, that's bull. That's like all the bullshit. Cart which had seen better days was in the corner of the construction area. I almost got it right. Lenny? Lenny? To think these clothes had been worn by patients. People I may have known in the past had they've been discharged here, still alive or sane, or... Oh, courtyard's open. The majestic yard in which so many patients communed and healed together was now in a sorry state, barely serving as a mere shortcut across the place. Once beautiful feature of the yard, the fountain was now filthy and in shambles. Shed appeared to be locked. Incredible view back then from those benches. The discarded plants gave me the weird vibes. It's almost as if someone had intentionally placed it in the spot as a means of twisted decorations. It used to be such a pleasant smell in the yard. Hopefully they'd be able to help this place regain its former glory. Spent some time sitting here. It was a nice spot. Still remember the soothing sound of water flowing. Stone benches were still in good condition. It was just the view from the vantage point that was horrid. Worn out tool fell apart when I used it for the second time. No more letter opener. So, should I rat on myself then?
Oh, one more thing, Julia. Are you aware of any previous construction work on the building? You know, before the upcoming renovations.
Yes, I do remember hearing about efforts to turn the Kirkbride layout into a modernized configuration of smaller buildings. Unity...
I'm not sure we're in Unity.
Unit. That's it. The unit system.
Interesting. And I guess those construction plans were never finalized?
Well, I guess not. They were strange days. The place was falling apart. Budget issues, too.
I see. Thank you. I need to speak with Lenny.
You mean the patient?
Of course, yes, Leonard.
Is he a patient of yours?
Well...
In any case, I don't know his whereabouts. Sorry. Leonard can be somewhat unpredictable. Just go look around.
I'm done for now.
Oh my god, alright, unsettling rumors. In later years, dissatisfied employees at Henwell Mental Institute began to circulate wild stories about mistreatment on the part of the executive staff. At the time, authorities ascribed the rumors to the general atmosphere of discontent at the institute, as it was a matter of public knowledge by then that the erstwhile international prestige of the establishment had faded. Its glory days long gone, the building was in an appalling state of disarray, displaying an evident lack of discretion and maintenance. The situation became more serious when family members of patients began reporting an alarming number of injuries to the bodies of their loved ones. These ranged from severe bruises to burn marks, and in the more cases, fractures. Initially, the injuries were thought to result from unfortunate accidents related to the known issues besetting the mental hospital, including underfunding, understaffing, and growing workplace animosity. Eventually, however, burgeoning pressure from the public eye and human rights organization prompted authorities to initiate a series of investigations into the establishment for the insane. Interviews with the institute staff ensued, testimonies from low-ranking workers and nurses, including descriptions of anguish shrieks echoing through the hallways, precise sources difficult to locate, and one of the more sinister accounts, an anonymous report, suggests that screaming was coming from underground. Other stories mention the disappearance of a certain number of patients, a phenomenon that often happened during the night, but the most chilling rumor of them all was that the patients were being deliberately subjected to various forms of torture. When questioned about these scandalous allegations, Dr. Ellis Hawthorne dismissed them as the gossip of employees not fit for their job. He argued on record that the distressing screaming originated from the high-risk section, in which dangerous patients with a history of violence would regularly experience psychotic fits. As for patients disappearing from their cells, he stated that it was common for them to get lost in the monumental building, with hours sometimes passing before they were found. Another reason why the upgrade to the unit system was the top priority of the administration, Hawthorne added. During this period of upheaval, Dr. Hanwell himself opted for perplexing silence, never publicly commenting on the situation. With circumstances spiraling out of control, authorities continued to closely follow the events transpiring at Hanwell Mental Institution. Interesting. Besides, the Institute demanded large and industrial washing machines to keep up with the demand. Anything? Anna Eberschmark, psychologist. Chilling. Is that it? What the hell? Alright. Why? I don't recall if patients were allowed inside the gallery, but with those sorts of paintings, I hope not. Dr. Ellis Hawthorne, psychiatrist. Now we got faces to the asshole. What the fuck? Sad and naked plant, what might have been gorgeous, colorful once, decorated at the center of the gallery, the perfect metaphor for a hand wall. I didn't recall where the door led, but it was jammed beyond hope. The state of abandonment of the bathroom was evident when looking at the facilities. I need a shovel. I need a shovel. I only found myself inside the therapy room. The whole place was in a state of disarray, as if everyone had left in a hurry. Yes, shovels. Shovels. You always need a shovel. Nothing but still darkness outside, which only made me feel more apprehensive. Bertrand LaRoche. Male wing, first floor, therapy group. Bertrand LaRoche is a curious case. He is a shy, docile patient with a mind seemingly trapped in his innermost reconciled thoughts, coming from a family of French immigrants and have experienced a troubled childhood afflicted by war. LaRoche has also had issues making friends, no doubt in part thanks to his monotone, outlandish manner of speech. His verbal expressions often devolve into unintelligible murmurs during otherwise plain and straightforward conversations. So the current diagnosis that is assumed to be a schizophrenic behavior. That being said, once someone earns his trust, LaRoche can become a capable and pleasant conversationalist, yet recently, the patient seems less keen on communicating, often spending an unusual amount of time simply staring out the windows in the game rooms. Specialists feel he will succumb to an irreversible state of catatonia. Aww, poor guy. Oh, I could have hurt myself. Oh, what a surprise. Okay, down below. Neat.
Are you feeling better today?
More or less, I think.
Are you getting along better with work?
No. I don't like the tunnels. It's suffocating in them.
I'm sure you'll get accustomed in time.
No, it's not fair. I shouldn't be doing this.
What makes you say that?
Because it doesn't feel right. Being there. I don't think that is what I was brought here for.
But you are helping. You should feel proud of yourself. Are you in doubt because of something else? Are you scared, for instance?
Yes, I am. I don't want to go into the dark place again. They said it was going to be all right, but I could feel the monster coming for me.
Monster? What monster?
Empty. Yeah, empty. New one. New one.
How are you feeling today?
Tired. I want to sleep.
I'm sorry to hear that. How was your day?
It was fine, I guess. We played some games in the afternoon. They are always the same, but I still like them. But the others aren't so happy.
It's understandable. We'll try to get you some new games. Has anything of importance occurred to you lately?
A new woman arrived today with a big belly. She is pretty. I like her. But she was hysterical and punched Nurse Norian on the face.
I know, and we're dealing with that. But I was referring if anything has happened to you lately.
I don't know. I am so tired.
Why are you tired? Tell me. We're here to help.
It's being down there, working with all the dust and the bugs. It's too hard. I'm too tired. I can't stand them anymore.
What is this that you can't stand anymore?
The voices. They are everywhere, and they whisper inside your head. They are evil.
Okay, so he puts it back.
You are not in good shape, Bertrand. You know it will only get worse. You must talk.
I hate you. I hate this place. You're all bad with me and my friends.
You'll come to understand, Bertrand, eventually. But we must deal with this. You have a chance to end it right here, right now.
I don't believe you. You have been lying to me all this time.
That's not true. And if you tell me what you saw, it will all be over. It's that simple.
I can't remember. It's too fuzzy and dark.
Come on, Bertrand. Try harder.
No. I'm scared.
Come on. Tell me what you saw.
No. It will come for me. It knows. It knows.
Calm down or I'll have to call the guards.
It's inside me.
What? What is inside you?
I don't think there's another video. You can try. It's this one.
Don't make me lose my patience. I don't have all day.
Leave me alone.
I understand you must feel angry, but we're doing this for your well-being.
You are lying. It hurts. I can't sleep. There are dark things in my dreams.
Just calm down. Take a deep breath and relax. We'll explain it to you, but you have to trust me.
I don't know. I am so tired. I can't think anymore.
What about your fear? Think about your last session. Do you remember now?
There's only darkness, and it moves there. It's been waiting, and now it knows we're here.
Missing reel. Okay. Get me out of this. Group of patients in the therapy. A female doctor seemed to care about the session.
Since the renovation of the Institute began, more patients have become agitated and difficult to manage, as if it was the architecture of their own bodies being reconfigured. The construction work has disturbed their existence in a way I couldn't predict. Some are even presenting with odd injuries, which none of the nurses can explain. Are the patients harming themselves? Is this building so firmly interrelated with their identities that changes in its structure will impact their states of mind by means of a kinesthetic regression? They rationalize structural changings in the surrounding geometry by imprinting them in their own flesh. Hodgins is the worst example. Where are those burn marks coming from? I made inquiries and nobody saw him get burned. Perhaps he was allowed to assist in the kitchen and he refuses to discuss the burnings. And knowing how much the subject terrifies him, I did not press him further. But the scars are disturbing other patients in Group E. They believe his scorched skin is some kind of heavenly punishment or stigmata. And they're all going to suffer the same fate. This is ridiculous and degrading. They were my best group, my most remarkable achievement. Yet no one gives a damn. I swallowed my pride and consulted directly with Alice. But the pompous asshole suggested it was my inexperience at fault, my responsibility to ensure the safety of patients. So what the hell are you supposed to do then? Instead of hiding in your office, do something about your staff. And when the moron isn't jerking off at his desk, he supervises the construction work. Why is a psychiatrist so deeply involved with the conversion to the unit system? None of this makes sense.
It does if you're using patience to do it.
Every therapy session is now a burden. I need to reconnect with the patients. They must tell me more. Lenny is still more forthcoming than the rest, but he won't say a word about the bruises.
Poor
And
guy.
Hodgins, how did you burn yourself like that? If not the kitchen, the only other place. No. Impossible. They're not allowed down there.
Well, Lady Doc pieced it together pretty simple after that fact. So many names, no wonder Hanwell Mental Institute had been renowned. This place is highly active back in its heyday. But I will say, I'm gonna save here. Yeah. I'm getting to the point of tired where I am not able to focus and have concentration and be entertaining. And I do plan on turning this into a YouTube series. Holy cow. Anyway. Have a woeful night, a woeful morning, and a woeful day. I'm excited about this game, even though it's just like... It's slow, but it's a nice story. Anyway.